Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. This time we're doing the next Lost Chapter Chaos for Kimahri from Final Fantasy X. Now, I didn't pull on this banner at all because I have both the other EX and I'm not a fan of Kimahri. So it was a pretty big skip. I just did the freebie pull, which got me a null 35, and I was out. But as for the chaos here, I'm bringing this team. Odin because of course. Kais for some launch cheese. I don't know what that. It's probably telling me about the event an hour after it came out. And I'm bringing Ignis because he's got debuff denial on him, which will be really helpful for the second wave. And the first, really, because it's a Marlboro. I would bring either Noel or Yuna. Well, probably less Yuna, but I don't have either of them past 0 out of 3. Which means the challenge quest is going to be quite fun, and I'm, of course, going to be bringing a mute Italian friend because that's just kind of common sense at this point. I'll do the average opening for most Ardens, which is just get a stack of their buff and become immortal. You know, just a casual day in the life of Arden, becoming completely impossible to kill. Now, I'm going into Memory Lane pastry with Ignis because that's what gives the debuff immunity. My team won't be hitting as hard with that, but that should be fine. First wave doesn't seem to have much health. Warp Strike again. The main one's almost dead already. And the side ones are about to get broken now. Because Arden's a beast. He just pumps out damage. And he's probably the reason why, even with badly set up units, otherwise I could probably end up doing the challenge anyway. Battery with Ignis here. I'll Warp Strike. Save the rest of my skills for the second wave, though. And that should give me, his EX. Which is at ++ because I have all of my Fedora stacks. I will battery my team up, but he'll get broken, which is fine. Now, normally that would put a good chunk of debuffs on my team, but since I have the debuff immunity on, that's not doing anything, really. I think one more use of this should probably finish them all off. At least the sides. Use an HP attack here. Do a little bit of damage as well as battering the team. Again. And this will finish off the first wave. Not too bad. Could have been better. And now we're coming to the second wave, which is just 2 of these things. Which is kind of not as cool as it was originally, because these things, from what I recall of the initial run of the event, actually were all single waves, but you faced 3 of them in a row, which was really interesting. I'll just HP attack here. Doesn't look like they have too much health. Which is probably a good thing. Get a pretty nice EX off of Ignis there, and use my second dose of invincibility. Into another EX. Use my first hero support. Get some nice launches going. Put myself after Arden now. And I'm gonna go into summon. Still hitting quite a hefty amount here. Use the X. Get them thrown back a bit. And briefly switch out to my Amiditelian friend to just completely destroy their turns. HP attack here. Just save that second break for another turn. Use another LD. Getting 300k launches. Use another warp strike. Into EX. I'll use a Mega Flare here to get rid of A's next turn. And set up Odin for another launch, which will be happening in his burst. Still hitting a decent chunk. Man, I'm just tearing into these guys. They haven't even had a turn yet. And the way things are going, they might not get one. But honestly, I picked a really cheesy team. So that's probably to be expected. Get his immortality back up. And now burst. Yeah, this is gonna hit max easily. $1,500,000. Nice. I would usually go into EX here, but I'm gonna set Ami up for another launch, which is why I saved her last LD use, because I wanted to launch off of it. One down. And go at it, Keith. Or Kais, or whatever your name is. And having a nice finish from Odin. You can feel the power of the true king. You don't get a turn. That went exceedingly well. I greatly overestimated this boss. But that was fun. It was cheesy as all get out. Ignis notwithstanding, Odin's really powerful, especially in synergy. Amid Italian's just one of the most broken friend supports you can get. And Kais is one of the cheesiest EX only characters we have. He is really effective even going into the next tier of content, to my knowledge. Mostly for his chase factor. But yeah, this was a really cheesy team. And I ended up not needing Ignis at all, honestly. Probably could have had him subbed out. Maybe. I'm not very sure, but either way, that was my Chaos run. That outside of the boss's tankiness didn't really feel like Chaos, it felt like Cosmos. Now the challenge quest is what's going to be the real pain for me, because going in with a 0-3 Yuna and a 0-3 Null is going to be fun. But either way, I'll see you for the next video, which should be the banner for Edward's not Lost Chapter, event. He doesn't even have a Lost Chapter in Japan yet, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, I'm gonna be trying my best to pull on him. Since I saved so many tickets on Renoa's banner, I'm gonna be trying to get his kit through tickets. Which probably means I'm gonna be pulling my hair out. Either way, see you everyone.